The San Joaquin River Valley, carved in the center of California's premier agricultural region, gives way to a river we call the San Joaquin. The San Joaquin River, a 360-mile artery of water etched into the land as it flows through the rich, fertile areas of the great San Joaquin Valley, nourishing riparian habitat and wildlife. The San Joaquin River creating the various ecosystems that makes the river what it is as it flows to the sea and holds promise for all of us to enjoy the many opportunities that are there for you to see, for you to learn, and for you to feel.
Wildlife is so important to California, and this estuary provides a place for this wildlife to flourish all the way from where it starts in the mountains and to where it ends in the San Joaquin Delta. These are areas that we probably take for granted a little bit in California, but as we know, water and these assets are such an important part of our history, our vibrance, our culture, and who we are as Californians.
The San Joaquin River is beautiful, and it is something that we promote all over the world for people to enjoy, to experience. It ties us together. It's a wonderful thread that I believe helps people to see the beauty of what we have here.
When I was a Boy Scout, I used to go to the rivers and we used to camp out there. And we'd see families from other communities, from other places that would come here. We just don't think that we've done a good job of getting the word out about what the rivers and the valley really offer in that respect.
Beyond the plethora of beauty, sights, sounds, and recreation the San Joaquin River offers, beyond the water's edge, beyond its banks, the opportunity is far-reaching for much more. Open your eyes, open your mind, and take the time to stay a while.
When you look at it from a tourism standpoint, you look at the rest of California and the concrete jungles of some of the larger cities. We have this great valley and this river that runs through it where there's recreational opportunities, which are just a great quality of life thing, but bring dollars into our community.
We have rodeos, we have celebrations from the various ethnic groups, we have plays and concerts that are offered up and down the valley, in addition to agricultural opportunities where people can literally come in and participate in actually picking fruit, seeing how our fruit's harvested.
We call ourselves California's year-round playground for a very good reason, and that is because there's something to do here year-round, whether it's going to the Philharmonic or a museum or skiing and golfing in the same day, which is really quite doable. It just gives us lots and lots of opportunities to promote travel and tourism here. So we are a playground year-round with our weather and our central location.
Daily traffic on Highway 99 ranges between 75,000 to 280,000, and almost the same for I-5. And most of these vehicles stop at some point in the valley.
You know, agritourism, that's a topic that people talk about, but they haven't really delved into. When I look at the tour buses that stop at some of these stands and look at the dollars that they're spending, the thing that bothers me a bit is that they don't stay here. So it would be a wonderful opportunity if not only could they go to those stands and visit them, but they could also maybe visit and spend more time visiting those ranches and having lectures and talks by the farmers and the people who actually produce the food, so that not only are they getting fresh fruits, which is a great commodity from our valley, but they're also getting knowledge that they can take back to where they came from.
I think Central California has really grown so much in the last 2 decades as a wine region. Specifically, of course, our Lodi wine region to the north. We're 80+ wineries now. Nearly half of those have tasting rooms. And what is so great about the experience that you can have here in the Central Valley, and this is also for the wineries in Madera County and south of there, is that when you go into a winery, maybe one of the coastal wineries, you don't necessarily have the same experience that you can have here, where you get to meet the actual grower and have a conversation about their thought process and what went into making their grapes or how they choose to grow the certain varieties they do. One, we don't pay for wine tasting typically in our region. And again, it's that experience, that opportunity to meet with the grower. This is small town farming. These are small families that are doing just amazing things with wine. And we're just lucky that we get to have that right here in our backyard.
There are so many opportunities to promote our own community. Modesto is the home of American Graffiti, the film that George Lucas made in 1973 about our own city. And in fact, we're standing right on 10th Street right here, which is part of the historic cruise route. So there's an opportunity to promote the fact that you can come visit the places that inspired George Lucas right here in Modesto, not only for our visitors, but for our people here in town. Second, I think there's a lot of knowledge that we can share, whether it's our agricultural tourism, our cheese, our wine, our food, our arts and entertainment, exploring the Gallo Center for the Arts, historic State Theater. We can promote this both locally and far and wide. If you're a tour bus heading to San Francisco to Yosemite, your perfect stop could be Modesto to get a little American graffiti and nightlife culture on the way to seeing the greatest peaks in the world.
California travel spending in 2012 was $100 billion. For the San Joaquin Valley, the last number that I saw was $2.9 billion. That means we need to get a bigger share. We deserve a larger share of that California travel spending.
Travel and tourism dollars are the ultimate green economy. When you buy a new computer, you might buy a new computer every year or every 2 years, but when you go out to dinner, you might go out to dinner every night. So every single person that visits a community is bringing outside dollars into our community, and they'll come back again and again. And we look at the opportunities for new businesses. Our local economy should look at travel and tourism as a huge opportunity. When visitors come in, a new restaurant that opens in town, those are 20 or 30 new jobs, all catering to people that may come and visit today and might come back tomorrow, but huge opportunities for our own residents to share our economy every single day.
I think we all know that tourism is economic development. It brings dollars into our communities. It's proven, and it's one of the most cost-effective ways to bring money into any community in California. Bring dollars in, people come, they spend money, and they leave. And so for us in any city in California, bringing in more money by tourism, and that's sales tax revenue and hotel tax revenue, only goes to improve things that are quality of life for the residents that live in those cities. So that's improved parks, libraries, public safety, all the things that we enjoy as citizens. We depend on people from outside cities to come in and fill our coffers to help pay for those things.
Many of our government, our cities in this county and also in the entire San Joaquin Valley are struggling with their budgets. So I see tourism and travel dollars as an answer to those budget woes.
Increased tourism can bring economic development, first of all, to our valley. It can bring jobs. It can bring dollars that are badly needed for us here in the valley. It can also bring visitors to our valley that had never been here before and spent time with us, and perhaps bring other opportunities in terms of businesses. I would love to see the CEO of a large corporation spend some time in the valley with his family and ultimately think, you know what, this is a good place for me to bring my company. So there's an abundance of opportunities for us to not only grow our economy, but also grow our valley as a destination for people from throughout the country, throughout the state, and throughout the world to come and visit us.
The San Joaquin River Valley has a tremendous abundance of opportunities, from the river itself to ag tourism and everything in between. We cannot lose touch of what can be done within our own communities to brand and market the abundance of resources. But we must work together, developing strategies and awareness for visitors regionally, nationally, and internationally. We will then create a thriving tourism with benefits right here in our own San Joaquin River Valley. So let's build something together.